It is an absolutely glorious day today, so let's lock ourselves in a shed. Let's do a little bit of housekeeping first. Just went out on this thing. Tires were a bit low. Went to the servo, and they all had those. They all have those stupid electronic pump things these days, and impossible to like bend them into a wheel on a motorbike. So let's get this old girl on and get her working. With that done and dusted, time for the next important part. We are drinking a Asahi today because I got a slab of them for free. So I'm not going to say no, but I am a bit of a craft beer wanker. So do this. Wrong side. I've got my cute little apron on, my glovies, so my hands don't get dirty. So I'm very precious, but welcome if this is your first time here. We're working on, where is it? This old girl, CBR250RR 92. Needs a bit of love, but we're here to give it to it. If this is your second time here because you watched the first video, thank you very much and welcome back. So, actually, quick story. Went out on this thing today, as I just said in the intro. Saw this light behind me. First bike I saw today on the road. Beautiful day outside, and I saw these two little headlights, and I could hear it coming. And I thought, surely not, surely not. And what flies past me? Tricolor scheme, CBR 250RR. Black rims though, not white ones. Like these are going to absolutely ping on the bike, but it was nice to see. So very, very happy to see that. I've been watching a lot of YouTube, always have, and someone brought a phrase to me which sums up my life actually from one of the channels, Mission Creep. One of my biggest problems, and probably a problem that plagues anyone that tinkers with anything really, mission creep. You start doing one thing. Oh, I'm just going to do this today. I'm just going to just do this one thing. You end up taking the whole thing apart, and it's in a million pieces. And then you're like, fuck, what do I do? What do I do? I've got no idea what I've done with any of this. So that is my mission today, is actually to not do that. So we're just going to take it a little bit at a time and just stick to the one thing, or as close to one thing as we can. So let's try and do that. Now, if you watch the first video, I've done a bunch of stuff. You can see, you can watch that if you want to get caught up to speed. And I've left this stuff here for now because of mission creep, because I want to get, and tell me if you think this is a good idea. I think it is, especially because I'm doing this bike in pieces, a zinc plating kit so I can recoat all these parts that I've bead blasted. And sure, it's probably a lot cheaper and better quality to just take everything to a plater, but that involves stripping down the whole bike and taking everything at once. I don't want to be taking them 3 bolts at a time. So I thought, stuff it. It doesn't look that hard. I've got all the equipment. Let's bead blast stuff and zinc plate it. Blah blah blah. So that's my thoughts, and it's just I like learning new things. So here we are. Now, on that note, my thoughts are, and once again, chime in, tell me I'm an idiot, tell me it's a great idea. I don't care. Give me your ideas. But I want to get this whole rear stay off, and I also want to get the swing arm off. Probably not today. And I basically want to get this half of the bike sorted from the essentially the frame back. So leave the frame where it is, swing arm, rear stay, all off, and check out this too. I've actually got no idea how to check if they're good or not. Could Google it, but if you know, give me a shout. Tell me, point me in the right direction. So, reasons for getting this off. Look, it's in pretty good condition. This is all just, I don't know. I don't know if it's like, it's just really light corrosion mixed with shit. So, not bad. Light corrosion there. Basically, I just want to get everything off, check the condition, and repaint it. With the wheels, I two-packed them. They're beautiful. With this, I probably won't go that far. I'll probably clean it up as best I can, get rid of all the corrosion, coat of silver and coat of clear on top of that. Just some sort of rust-resistant paint that you can probably buy from anywhere. So that's my idea. Clean all this up, see what the wiring's like, and see if anything else needs attention. But that's what I want to do. We've also got these lovely rear foot pegs that swing down. They are crusty as hell. They're actually probably one of the ugliest looking things on the bike, but I love them so much. So, not 100% sure what I'm going to do with them. Obviously, strip them, bead blast them, get them looking shiny again. Probably because it is all metal of some sort, ferrous metal. I'm not sure. I might. You know what? We'll zinc plate the lot. I'm just assuming that we can zinc plate everything. So let's just go with that. So I think best place to start today is starting to strip this, and we'll see where we end up for the day. Let's start by taking this right-hand rear set off because I don't know why I didn't bother taking the rest of it off. Just a lazy bastard. It was just a brake. I'm guessing that's the brake switch. Gotta be. Brake switch holding it on. So there that is. We will chuck it on the bench and clean that up later. Now I think let's just start easy. Let's get this exhaust off. At least the bracket. We'll leave the exhaust on for now. Because of mission creep, we don't want to be pissing about with too much shit. So let's start with that. Looks like a 10 to me. One thing I really miss from being a mechanic for 7 years, car mechanic, not bikes, haven't touched bikes. I used to be able to guess bolts very accurately. Now I miss a few times and it makes me sad. It makes me feel like a failure. But we all know what a 10 mil looks like. Ooh. The thing I've been impressed about on this bike, it hasn't been molested, but for a 30-year-old bike that hasn't really been touched, everything's coming apart so well. Yeah, let's just bend that down for now. That is fine. That's another problem. What I'm also doing after watching many RRC restoration videos is getting little plastic tubs. You can see that from in frame, and chucking stuff in there. So chuck it in, label it. Because I've said previously, we're not doing this all in one. I will forget. Cool, done. Where to from here? What's this thing? Is that like a rectifier or something? No clue. Let's take it off. Just take off everything with a 10 mil to start with because it's so easy. Oh yeah, there we go. I said in the first video, I was going to try not to swear too much, but fuck it. I've been a tradie for a long time, and it's just part of the vernacular. And if swearing is not your thing, I'm sure there's like heaps of, I don't know, Bible channels or some shit on YouTube you can watch, so go check them out. Some pretty sweet factory welding there. I don't know. That one's a bit, there we go. She's a little bit apprentice's first day, but that's all right. It's held up for 32 years, so we can't complain too much. All right, he said we'll stay with 10, so let's do with that. Let's get the battery out. I'm going to pop you up a bit higher. The missus' gym equipment over there. Oops, over there, not mine. Beer is my exercise. Hashtag not an alcoholic. Why do motorbikes use these little screw-on terminals? Uh-oh. I said things come off super easy. Oh, that made my butt pucker just a little bit. Is it something to do with vibrations? Is it just because it's a lot smaller way to do things? It's probably that. Look at the size of that. My phone's got a bigger battery than that. So cute. He claimed this is new, and it kind of looks it. The person I bought it off did claim it was new, so cool. And it's had no issue starting the bike in the past. All right, what's next on a 10 mil discovery tour? I don't know. And I don't know if I'm doing this in the appropriate way at all, but I don't really care. We'll figure it out. Oh, that's tight. Let's grab a little screwy for that. Stop stepping on shit. Cool. We're getting this camera. I don't want to. No. Let's go up even more. Let's elevate. Can we elevate? Yes, we can. Thank you, Amazon stand. My neighbour across, up that way, on the other side of me too, does a lot of work in his shed. Good bike guy as well. Actually, a really nice bloke. So, if you're watching, Sean, hello. I haven't told you about this channel though, so if you do, you're a creep. Okay, let's just move to 13. I wanted to prove this off. I've got one sitting right here. That's definitely a 13. I'm putting all my money on it. Better idea to take this off, disassemble it first? No. I'm going to take these off. I'm going to take them both off, but because of the apparent complexity and number of springs here, probably 2 springs, but I am going to leave one assembled when I strip the other one. So I know how to put it back, but I'll probably film it too as well. So we'll have multiple, what's the word I'm looking for? Fail safes, I guess. Righty ho, what do we got here? Some sort of cable tie thing that will, would almost definitely slap if they hadn't made it removable. God, the Japanese think of everything, don't they? What a wonderful people. Okay. Well, we've got things off. Let's unplug this. Someone tell me what this is. I'm sure it's probably something to do with a spark, but I don't know. No idea. All right, we got this thingy that was stuck under the tank. I'm equally as excited about restoring this thing as I am just about learning more about bikes. Slightly hesitant with this because probably brittle old plastic and rubber. But the cool thing about these bikes is that parts seem to be available. Am I getting that in? Yep. So that needs to go under there. That can sit there nicely for now. Next, please. Where are we going? I think we got to bite the bullet and... Oh, I've already done it. Got to bite the bullet and undo this one clip at the end. What a cool little thing. Carbone Lorraine Racing. Is that a factory sticker? Or does this have some sweet upgraded parts that I haven't seen? Don't know. Carbone? It's a lawyer firm, isn't it? Didn't know they did bike parts. All right. There's a whole heap of wiring here. We got... Let's go down. Shit at filming, clearly. How's all this held on? Seems pretty well held on. So let's slide back the foreskin. And how the fuck is that? I'm guessing, obviously, tail light. And then there must be a common power ground for the indicators, and then that's your left and right. That's my educated guess. So we'll pull those, and then I'm just going to pull this out. It's a double connector. Cool. So hang on. I'm saying this in the camera. Both greens are the common one, and then we've got color-coded blue and orange. I don't know, I'm pretty colorblind. And then we can pull this taillight connector out. That's free. That's dangling. I think that's all we have to do. We can take this all off as a complete set. Indicators look in fantastic condition. They look real good. Ooh, he's nailing it today. And that one felt a bit crusty. I won't lie. Oh, it's got a nut in the back. That's why. It's got a dome nut. Cool. If you can see my dog in the background, he's got a ball that he will not quit trying to play with me with, so just ignore him. He'll go away. That's me. He's a cutie, aren't ya? Big dickhead. Alright, they're off. So bolt on the outside, dome nut on the inside for future reference. Alright, we've got some real action here. What's this thing? The ECU? Do these have an ECU? I don't know. What's this box about? That looks like it just... Oh, no. You know what? We're going to fire out. What kind of clip's that? Oh, yeah. Oops. That kind of clip is possibly a broken clip now. I think it's okay. Old rough guts just prizing shit with a screwdriver. I have downloaded like the English translated. Oh Jesus! manual for this. So we do have that. Oh god, I bent the absolute shit out of that. We do have that as a safety net. Oh, it's got one on both sides. I think I actually did that properly. That goes down, pops back. Fucking hell. Hang on. There we go. Boom. And it's keyed one way, so that is good. What's this thing? Oki Electric Industry Co. Japan Limited, made in Japan. ECU. Does this have electronic ignition? I know nothing about this bike. I bought it because I thought it looked cool, and I like the sound of it. That was the criteria. All right, we've got some sort of fuse blocky thing down here. I think we'll leave that for the time being. Let's get what's holding this on. We got 2 more 8s. We got dome nuts on these. We do. They're underneath. I can hold that with my fingers. No, not dome nuts. They are normal nuts, probably with a washer. Ooh, it's a long boy. No washer, just that. By the way, this storage area, awesome. Who needs panniers or a top bag when you've got enough room to fit a 6-pack under your rear seat? They knew what they were doing back then. So both those bolts are out, back bolts are out. This thing's starting to get very floppy. Let's see what we've got left. I don't reckon much. I reckon that is going to come out. Your indicator brake stuff coming through here. You've got that one for the, I'm calling it a rectifier, don't know what it is, under there. It's got a clip. Got all that shit in there. That clips into there. Pop that out. Oh. Pull that through. And then we've got this whole, that was part of that. So we've literally got one more 10mm bolt. That battery tray is going to come out. And I think it's got all this fusey looking stuff on it too. Junction block type deal. Let's pull that bugger off. It's back to 10mm. I reckon I'll take this one off, but I reckon we can just leave that and it will simply pull away. All right, I think we're free. I reckon I pop off that rear set. I don't know what the fuck it's called. 13mm. And then let's take this piece off and we can pat ourselves on the back so it at least looks like we've done something. But all we've done is undo a few bolts, and that means the real work's about to start. Don't know what my neighbour's doing back there. He's been doing a lot of it. I have to have a beer with him soon. Smart guy, could be anything. Possibly some sort of futuristic sex doll, I'm not sure. Okay, cool. We're going to leave all these springy things on for now. Worry about that when it's on the bench. Okay, bets please. Bets please. We got 1, 2 on either side. Easy. Easy. All right, they were very, very easy. No, I will look at the manual when it comes to redoing all this, because we will talk these to spec. No rough housing here. Ooh, look at that bolt. Nice. All right, so it's the big fat one up top. I reckon, it might be the same. Waiting for this whole thing just to drop on my foot or something. Oh, that is not feeling cool right there. That feels horrible all of a sudden. Oh god. Okay, hopefully that hasn't been threaded. Feels like utter dog shit. But it's cool. All right. Little fat boy up top, long boy down the bottom. Okay. Oh, we got another clip thing here holding stuff on. That's off now. Undo all this shit. I think I was absolutely full of crap when I said this would just slide out. Not a fucking chance. Okay. I missed anything? Is it just purely I should take all these wires off? I really don't want to right now. Okay, use your little brain, mate. You'll get there. Oh no, I think it's probably this loom here that's stopping it from actually rising up. Didn't think this would be the hard part. Don't want to take all this stuff off. But do not want to break anything. Oop, it sounded bad, but I think it was okay. Alright, we're making progress. Come on. Can't wait to put this back in. Definitely should have pulled all this shit off first. I'm gonna have to. There's no way that's gonna come out. Alright, that wasn't that bad. That's out. I still don't know how this comes out. This is like a freaking puzzle. There we go. Ta-da. Alright, so we're on the bench now, and we can see her in all her glory. And yeah, not too bad. Like the lightest, that's almost more dust than rust. It's rust, but light surface rust. I don't know if that's some sort of like anti-rust coating or not. It kind of looks like it. It looks like it's like a liquid of some sort. But she's not bad. How about underneath where like water hits her and stuff? Let's tip her over. First time seeing this. Once again, look at that. Pretty damn good. A little bit there, like literally, oops, literally nothing to worry about. So I think a little bit there. It's gone through the paint properly. I think this video then, I'm going to keep them short and sweet to start with. I love watching videos that go for like 2.5 hours. Doesn't bother me one bit, but I know some people like the little short and sweet ones. So I think this video, let's get this looking schmick. Clean it, degrease it, clean it, treat any rust spots, and get it painted and looking pretty. I think that's what we're going to do. Okay, so that is degreased and I've washed it off some water, and that's on my custom rear stay drying rack there, so that should be fine. We'll blast it with a bit of air too. So look, it wasn't that dirty, but it's come out nice where it can, but it is just showing all the points of rust, so there is a fair bit. So I think what I'm going to do, because some of this paint is in such good condition, factory run, I think I'm going to do a half-assed restoration job. And what I mean by that is I think I'm going to chuck it in the Bead blaster, clean up all the areas, especially like this one where the paint's gone and it's actually starting to rust. And we'll sand back and Bead blast any other areas that are rusting, like all that. But where it's just bare frame, sorry, not bare frame, where it's nice frame, where it's no signs of corrosion or anything, I'm just going to leave it. Not leave it, we're going to paint over the top of it. This stuff also did not want to come off of the degreaser. That sort of, I don't know, seems like an anti-corrosion coating, looks like it. Don't know why it'd only be there. But yeah, we'll sand all that back and clean all that off too with a solvent or something if we can't just sand it off. I don't really want to rub sandpaper over it first and just mud it into the paint. So that's what I'm thinking. If you agree with me, sweet. If not, too bad, because it's going to be done before this video comes out. So cool. Another day, another 2 days actually. It's been a bit busy around here. The weather's changed for the worst. My hair's gone. I've been doing a little fab job to pay for the bills, so been doing that, which has kept me busy for a few hours at least, and been out and about. So it's time to get back onto that. So let's have a clean up and let's get back onto the bike. It's become apparent pretty quickly that the paint on this thing's actually a bit shit. It's obviously held up over the years quite all right, but there's just so many places. Like I'm shooting with glass beads for the most part. There's a bit of iron oxide in there. Whoops, I know that's not good, but still pretty soft abrasive, and it's just pulling the paint straight off. There's just a lot of just tiny little bits of like dots of rust under the paint, and as soon as you hit it, like here, that'd just open right up. If I can actually get the camera to look at it, there we go. So I think we got to do this thing justice. I was just going to do a half-assed job, but I think we're stripping this and starting from scratch. Yay. Something I just noticed that I don't know how I didn't notice before. There's a 5-cent piece stuck in there, right there. Anyway, back to the time lapse. We're back on the custom drying rack, and I'm so glad I did this. I was always going to do it. I was just kidding myself, but you can just see, like, the paint looks pretty good on the surface, but there's just signs of that corrosion just starting to build up everywhere. And it looks like it's just painted metal. Didn't seem to be like a primer or anything underneath it. So yeah, very happy we did this. I'll blow her off, give her one more round of stripper and a couple of thousand PSI, and let's go from there. Alright, if the footage looks any different, I've had to switch to my old GoPro because my camera on the phone is just gone a bit haywire. Would like to invest in a better camera, but down the track. Preps holds, tidy up some bits. Time for some of this. Okay, we got a pretty good coat going on there. Just one coat of etch. Then we'll do a couple of coats probably with the other metal primer, but it's looking good. Got some good coverage. This stuff, recoat time is like an hour, so we're just gonna leave it an hour, especially because it's only about probably 16, 17 degrees at the moment. And if it gets much colder, we will take it in the shed with a heater. See you in a bit. It's got a little bit chilly outside, so we've moved into the shed, heater's on. I'll move that out of the way, and let's get a coat of the all-purpose primer on it. Well, isn't this starting to look a little bit tasty? She's looking nice. We've got another 1 hour drying time before top coat. I put a nice heavy coat on. It covered really well, so we're just going to leave it one coat, and then we'll put some top coat on. And I know it's not strictly by the book, but I'm just going to clear coat it tomorrow night because it's getting late already. So see you in 1 hour. Hour later, let's get some color on this thing. Probably do 2 to 3 coats depending on how it goes, and then clear tomorrow. So one coat in, this is a lot more of a hectic silver color than I was expecting. It's almost chrome. It's like a satin chrome almost, but I don't hate it. And since it's never going to see the light of day, I reckon we can live with that. I reckon it looks pretty cool, and it looks pretty brand new too. So it'll also match the rest of the bike. So yeah, look at that. Pretty shiny, but I think it's a good one. So I'll get maybe 1-2 more coats, and I will see you tomorrow with a clear. Well, we've reached the end of the video, and I'm being a bit of a cheeky bastard, and we'll do the reveal at the end, but it's pretty nice. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. We're going to leave this one here. Really appreciate your support. In the first video, I've got like 42 subscribers already, and that's just mind-blowing to me, so thank you so much. If you'd like to support the channel, there is a link down below, but I just really appreciate you watching, and a subscribe and a like or a comment would be awesome, and it's so appreciated. Anyway, for now, thank you so much. Let's have a squeeze.